Today's rich kid going homeless is 21-year-old Isabella.
I definitely like the finer things in life. I like to go out to nice restaurants, I like shopping. Accessories are my most favourite thing to spend my money on. I have a Chanel bag that's worth over £8,000. I also love going away. This year I'll probably go away about 6 or 7 times.
Which is not surprising when your boyfriend's a racing driver.
Definitely feels like a glamorous lifestyle. He drives for Bentley and for 2 other teams. So yeah, this year we will be jet setting quite a lot. It's very, very exciting, lots of fun.
Growing up around her self-made millionaire father has provided Isabella with a strong work ethic.
I don't technically have to work, but I want to work.
Combining a job as a talent consultant and high-class headhunter with studying for a master's in business psychology means Isabella is not shy of hard work.
I have drive, I have ambition, there's a lot of things I want to do with my life.
But driven Isabella will give up both her job and her glamorous lifestyle to sleep rough, as she believes getting out of homelessness is merely a question of attitude.
Definitely say some people have become comfortable being homeless and they don't have the get-go every day to make a change. There's a lot of drugs, a lot of drinking. Homeless people could actually do more to get themselves off the streets.
I don't know. This isn't an area that I recognise. I feel a bit uncomfortable, a bit out of bounds. Everyone looks quite intimidating around here.
Appearing out of her depth, Isabella approaches the first homeless person she sees.
Hi. It's my first night homeless.
Come on.
I don't know, where can I stay?
Oh, very simple offer. You can sit next to me, innit? It's my spot, innit?
Is that your spot? So there's like no shelters or like churches or anything?
No, disturb you, but if you're in extreme situation, you have to speak with the council of, innit? And because you're female,
Yeah.
you're gonna receive the help immediately.
Okay.
Walk away.
Feeling intimidated, Isabella decides not to accept the man's offer of a bed for the night.
I think it's worth trying to find out if there's anywhere else that I'd feel slightly more safe sleeping.
But as she leaves the area, another homeless man turns on her and the crew. Security have to step in to move her to safety.
Go!
I think I just need to call it a night and get some sleep.
Put off by her first experience of homeless men, Isabella decides to move away from the town centre.
I don't really think the night can get that much worse. My hopes are down, so just getting some sleep will be a positive thing for this evening. I need to find somewhere that's a bit more remote, away from everyone. Can I sleep in a car park? Is that dangerous?
Too far away.
As she searches for a safe spot to bed down, Isabella makes one final desperate attempt to find a bed for the night.
Excuse me. Do you know if there's any like shelters or anywhere to sleep?
I speak a little bit English.
Okay.
You need to sleep in one house?
I just need somewhere to sleep.
Putting all her trust in someone she's just met, Isabella decides to follow the man.
Questionable.
The man leads Isabella towards a squat.
For a second, yeah, I was hopeful. I thought he was taking me to some kind of hostel.
No, they sleep in the street. You can't. Don't worry.
Can I go into a squat?
As Isabella weighs up her options, the mood outside the squat darkens. And she decides to leave.
Everywhere seems to be dangerous. Everywhere seems to be a risk. I don't even know what to say.
It seems that only after a few hours on the streets, Isabella is starting to learn its harsh realities.
I knew it was going to be hard living on the streets, but I didn't think people would be this unkind to me. I'm not used to people being this unkind to me. I'm a very friendly person, but that's clearly not enough here.
Isabella decides the safest place to bed down is in a quiet residential street.
A bit embarrassed by there being houses here because I feel like they'll come out. But I just need some sleep now, I'm so tired. What a stressful first night. I've never felt so exposed in my whole life.
After 2 nights on the streets and on her own, Isabella is beginning to make friends.
Hi, do you mind if I sit with you? Thank you.
Cathy and her dog Bobby have been living rough for the last 8 years.
How did you end up homeless?
Me and my partner, we was renting a flat off of one of his friends.
Yeah.
And he wasn't paying his mortgage, so the flat got repossessed. And because we didn't have anything in writing, and our name wasn't on any of the paperwork or anything, we didn't have a leg to stand on. When we first became homeless, I just didn't have a clue.
Have you ever struggled with your own mental well-being during this time?
Yeah, because I'm a recovering drug addict, so some days is really hard.
Yeah.
Especially if I don't get into the night shelter and I bump into someone who's still a user, it is difficult.
Yeah.
Because if you want somewhere that you feel that's sort of like half safe to stay, if you want to stay in like a crack house, you have to buy them drugs or give them money to stay there. Right. So
God, it's like
you do what you have to do.
In a hard place, isn't it?
Yeah.
So in terms of your history of addiction, how did you get into that?
My partner was an addict and an alcoholic, and our children were taken into care because of that. So I ended up taking the drugs that my partner was on because I didn't see any way out of it because social services took my children. And so I was like, well, I ain't got them, I ain't got nothing.
Where are your children?
My youngest son, he doesn't want to know me. But the other 3, I do have contact with them.
To be honest, I've never actually thought about homeless people having families. I've kind of just presumed that they didn't have children.
Hello, hello. I'm going to meet my daughter in a little bit, so maybe if we go towards the park to meet her, would you be all right with that?
Yeah, I'd love to.
Oh, all right then. Shall we go? You ready? Yep. Right.
Hello,
right. Shannon, this is Isabella. Isabella,
nice
this is Shannon. Right, I'm going to leave my bag here and take him for a wee. Come here, Bob. Let's take you a wee.
When I met your mum, I didn't realise at first that she had kids.
Yeah.
And if it was my mum, I couldn't imagine.
It's very stressful knowing that I can't physically help her get off the streets and physically help her to get into a house or anything like that. It does stress me out quite a lot, and I do worry about her being on the streets, being a woman as well, being on her own. A lot of people would quite maybe be embarrassed about it, and I just think, well, it's my mum at the end of the day. I don't care. If you don't like it, then it just shows me you're not a very good friend to me. I believe in second chances. Whatever happen. You're still my mum, and I want to help you and help you get to a better place, sort of thing, and get on the right path again. So, but yeah, it's stressful, very stressful.
Do you think she'll get there? Do you think
Definitely,
she'll get back into housing and
Definitely, yeah. I hope so. I really do hope so.
But your mum is amazing.
Yeah,
and so are you.
Thank you. But yeah, no, she's a very strong woman. I think that's where I get it from.
Meeting Shannon was quite difficult on an emotional level, just because I couldn't imagine the same situation for me and my mum.
Hopefully
You get somewhere to stay tonight.
Thank you.
All right then, love you, and I'll see you tomorrow. All right then.
Bye.